It's day 31 of 60 of my first novel challenge, and I'm finally back home. I haven't written anything in like a week until today. I want to say that it's because I was traveling and I had all this stuff going on. It might well have been procrastination. I've been kind of stuck. I'm trying to push the plot forward, trying to solve this. How do we introduce a plot into this fantasy setting without it kind of casting off in this weird way that feels contrived, or you feel the hand of the author in the story, but I think I've kind of cracked it. I sat down and just forced myself to sit here and write and push through it. And the words came together in a way that I'm really happy with. I feel like I very gracefully introduced the plot, felt like I called into action in a way that feels, like a story and like there's a hand of a plot, but not so much like an author's intervention to force something to happen. I still have to go back and introduce some conflict, or I really need to introduce some conflict right away. We're probably 60 pages now without any major conflict. It's really falling off of 60 or 70 pages of a ton of conflict. So it's not the end of the world that we have this sort of break where we world build, do some internal reflection, character development, really pull the characters into into a moment, into this build. But I need to introduce some conflict. So probably as soon as my next writing session, I'm going to be pushing for some way to pull in conflict into the story. It doesn't have to be major right now, just minor, but I think that's going to be important to making the reader feel pace in the story and feel the pressure mount on the plot, and make it feel like it's something urgent, not just something that is far off in the distant future or something like that. We're operating on a relatively large time scale. I think the book's going to take place over the course of about a year in the world of the book. But I need it to feel fast paced all the way through that, right? I can't let it drag. So we're going to have to push through. I might need to go back at some point when I do my editing and really revise this last little bit, introduce some sort of conflict or tension that's in there other than just monotony. But I feel like I did a pretty good job. I enjoy reading it, going back through, looking at it. So we'll see what happens from there, but I'm excited. I'm back to motivated, and we're on to day 32. I'm going to have to put in some words though to make up for my lost time. So follow along, and I'll see you tomorrow with an update.